Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Cop Talk. And look, hey, Stoney, we found him. We found him, mate. The return of the Wanderer. Welcome back, Preds. How you doing, sir?
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Artie. Good evening, Stoney. And it's brilliant to be back. I've been a bit busy running around and everything, but now everything's tranquilo.
Lovely. Good
I'm
to have you
glad
back,
to be
brother.
back.
Good to have you back, man. Good to have you back. Brother Stoney,
Thank you,
how
sir.
we doing? How we doing, sir? Brother Stoney, we
Oh,
can't hear
look,
you, man. We can't hear you.
he's got those big fancy headphones, and you look.
It must be Amstrad.
I'm Strad. Why?
You get them from Tandy's? No, mate. We
Can't hear you, mate. See, this is why we turn up early to do sound check. See,
yeah. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2. How are you doing, Lee? How are you doing, mate?
I'm good, man. I am good. 3 wins back to back?
Oh no, I know it's brilliant, isn't
I'm
it?
telling you, it's lovely. It's lovely, mate. It's lovely. I'm telling you, it's nice.
It's
Oh,
not.
good.
I'm not going to get too hyped, but you know.
Yeah. Stoney, still can't hear
Unmute
you,
yourself,
brother.
mate. Unmute yourself.
Don't know what
Schoolboy error.
Stoney's done.
Schoolboy error on. Let's see online.
I'm telling you. Good evening, Billy Smith. Billy Smith is with us, and he says, "Yo, people, glad to see someone is winning games. He wonder what that's like." It's a bit rough down there now, Bill, mate.
What's that joke going?
Lot of relegation talk going on down there.
What Artie? Have you heard that joke going around about Frank Lampard being the new 007?
No.
Like 0 wins, 0 draws, 7 losses.
Oh, love. Thank you very much. I've got some people that need to hear that one. Tony, let's try again. Third time.
You got to go in settings, mate. You got to go in settings and sort your things out, mate. See, this is why we turn up early. Mic check.
I tell ya. This is what happens when you buy the equipment off the back of a lorry, mate.
Oh, mate, you're getting our viewers. You're getting our viewers to think that we're like dog and duck out here. You know what I mean? we're a professional outfit out here.
I'm telling ya. So, Preds, we have done a nice result. No.
You got to go in settings.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on for Stoney, mate. So we've had a nice result with Forest, which was they gave us a stern test. Still conceding poor goals again.
Yeah, and what allowed an old boy to come back and score a goal.
Even it was a deflection.
Yeah.
It was a deflection. So that kind of took a bit of the gloss off it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, the main thing was in the end we got the result. That was the main thing. Got the 3 points in the bag.
Absolutely.
We done them. That's one thing I must say, that it was good to see that at least we showed that resolve of coming back.
Yeah, we normally struggle against those lower teams, don't we? Yeah. So it was quite good. Like, look, at the moment it's about results, isn't it? And we're trying to go for the Champions League spot. And
really,
well, listen, we can only go for it until it's mathematically impossible. That's the mindset we got to have. You know what I mean? Until it's impossible to say no, you can't do it. That's what we've got to aim for. And look, the three wins back to back. Listen, it's brought a little bit of confidence into the players. He started Jota off now, and hopefully he can maintain that scoring form to the end of the season. And it's it's very interesting about Trent now and this new position he's taken up. It's a hot topic everywhere. Yeah, but at the moment it seems to be working.
It's working. It is working. I must say. I'm liking it. Liking it. We need someone who can make them passes and get them assisting. That's what we've been lacking in midfield. To be fair, That's what we've been lacking, I must say. Question I'm going to ask you actually, because now you just said that. I wasn't thinking about this earlier. I didn't have this one down, but I'm thinking about that now. Do you think that we can get away with playing Trent when we play the bigger teams like that?
Well,
in that position.
Well, the only time we'll find out is when it actually happens. In hindsight, I think probably teams like Man City would unpick us at will.
I think they'd unpick most people.
Yeah, I mean, look at the result last night.
At the back.
Yeah, look at the result last night. You know, and that's meant to be the, and that's meant, you know, the Gooners are meant to be the top of the table, and Man City just came and just it was just effortlessly.
Yeah. It was.
Oh, mate.
It was.
And
I must
say.
I
mean, so, but for us, we, you know, like I said, at the moment, it's kind of, it looks like it's a trial by error. And, you know, like you said, we're still conceding goals. It's not stopped us from conceding goals this new way. So,
Stoney, are you with us?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Hey!
Finally, he's with us. He's with us.
Jump on and come on my phone instead, man. I don't know what's happening with my laptop today.
No problem, mate. No problem. Good to have you on board, Stoney. So we was just saying, he's talking about we got the 3 points against Forest. Slack defending once again, giving away cheap goals. But then we mentioned about Trent in his new position. And I asked the question, do you think that we could get away with playing Trent there when we play like the bigger teams?
The answer is yeah. I think so. I think the new position that Trent's obviously playing for us is a tactical change. It's not just Trent that's going to be aware of the new position that he's actually playing, but the other players as well. So yeah, let's go and embrace it. I think it's something that we've been calling out, at least from last season, about us not being predictable. So the fact that we've been able to make a complete different formation and tactical change in mid-season is a credit to Klopp, the coaching staff, and our players. So yeah, let's embrace it.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. R&B. How are we doing, sir?
Good evening.
Nice to have you on board. I was just saying, we were just talking about we got 3 points against Forest, a bit of slack defending again, give away some cheap goals, and then Pred's mentioned about Trent's new position and how it's working and whatever. And I asked the question: do you think that we can get away with playing Trent in that same position when we play the bigger teams, the better teams?
I just want to put something out there, and I don't know if I'm going to answer the question. Trent, and people talk about Trent's defending and like whatnot, but why are people talking about Zinchenko's defending? And he plays in a very similar position in terms of how like Pep has moved him into like the center midfield berth. But Zinchenko's defending is absolutely garbage, and
he's not as high profile as Trent. He's not as high profile as Trent.
Okay, but I mean, hey,
and remember, listen, Trent's done it all, and when City were doing it all, Zinchenko was on the bench catching splinters, bro.
True.
He's not as high. He's not as high profile.
Yeah.
So no one are going to talk about. They will talk about the nuts that Trent gave him. We will talk about that over and over again. Oh, definitely. But to be honest, no one ain't going to point him out because who is Zinchenko? He's a geezer who couldn't make the team. He's a geezer who couldn't make the team.
Yeah, I mean, it's just with the difference with Trent is that he gives something. He gives a lot going forward, and that's high profile because his assists is magnificent, and his range of passing is good. Zinchenko, it's like he's an afterthought, really, isn't he? He's playing for Arsenal, but he's not setting the world alight, and doing it. I think he's been caught out a few times. So has Trent been caught out a few times. But I just think Trent's a better player. Don't know why Shevchenko. To answer your question, I don't know why people are not looking at that situation. Maybe it's because Arsenal's on the crest of a wave at the moment. The momentum is about them winning. But now at the moment, the momentum is now. So now the momentum's kind of switched, and they're starting to struggle slightly. Maybe people will start to highlight Shevchenko's inefficiencies in defensively.
Definitely. All right, gentlemen. All right, so we're going to do it a bit different this time before we give out the ratings. I'm first going to ask you for your man of the match. Who was your man of the match? And then we'll go through the ratings so then you can see who they gave their man of the match to. So, Preds, who was your man of the match versus West Ham?
Versus West Ham?
Yeah.
I've got to be honest. I was kind of outvoted at home because the Arsenal-Man City game was on and the rest of the family...
What?
Yeah, I'm going to put it out there.
Like, who wears the trousers in that house, bro?
No, don't give it all that, Bunny. Don't give it all that, Bunny. All right? Don't give it all that, Bunny. Right? It's a 50-50 household, by the way. Like, you know what I mean? Right? But listen.
It's a 50-50 household unless football's on.
Yeah, but listen, I had to give...
Listen.
Yeah, I had to give them a little blind because, listen, this is the first time that they're up there.
You see these? These belong to me, rude boy. These belong to me. Yeah.
To be fair, I got the remote control back to me when it was 2-0 to Man City. So I was like, yeah. So I didn't have to wait too long to watch it. Man of the match for West Ham at West Ham. Oh, mate. From what I saw, I would say... I don't know, you know.
Doesn't sound like you saw much.
I didn't see much, mate. I got to be honest. I'm trying to remember all 3 games, to be fair. Oh. Alisson, great save.
Okay. Stoney, who was your man of the match?
So this is the man of the match against West Ham, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going for Gakpo.
Okay. I had a feeling you'd say that. And
I'll go for Gakpo too.
Tabrice?
I thought Matip played pretty well.
He did. Yeah, he did.
You know, of course, Antonio had a couple of chances, but you know, literally overall, I thought his kind of positional sense was pretty good, and of course, his that bullet header, you know, textbook.
Okay, so you're gonna say Matip. Okay, so all right. Okay.
I really did think Antonio might have had a field day against him, you know. There was a little thing inside of me thinking, oh, you know what? Because Konate, he's made a few errors, but he's gone to that position and he's taken it like a duck to water. All right. Matip, in regards to centre half, he's basically a wide centre half. You know what I mean? So getting Matip wide and with Antonio's power and pace, I kind of think, you know, I'm not quite sure about this, but like Teresa said, done really well.
He did. All right, gentlemen, starting with Preds, then Stoney, then Tabrice, Alisson. Marks out of 10.
7.
And you said he's man of the match and you gave him a 7.
Well, I changed my mind, didn't I? I said, Gakpo. Keep up, Lee. Keep up, mate.
Outside.
God, blimey.
Stoney.
He didn't have much to do, so I can't even give him a high rate. I'm going to give him a 6.5. He didn't have much to do.
Okay. And Tabrice?
Yeah, I'll probably give him a 6. Yeah, he did. Yeah,
okay, well, he got a 7. So he's continued what has been a strong personal season for him, producing a typically reliable performance between the sticks. He could do little about Lucas Paqueta's shot that took a nick off Virgil and was otherwise strong in his handling and decision-making. Made 1 key interception out of his goal after the break. So you got a 7. All right, Trent.
Trent. Let me mull over. Can't really mull over it too quickly. Trent. I'm going to give him a 7.
Okay. Stoney.
I'm giving it 8.5.
Okay. And Tabrice?
I'm going to give him a 7.
Okay. So Trent got an 8. Once again, used in his new inverted midfield role. Trent really enjoyed himself, showcasing his quality on the ball and an eye for a pass. He hardly lost possession and played a big part in Liverpool dictating proceedings, and he also did well in defensive sense. The best player on the pitch, his 5th assist in the last 4 games. Someone's enjoying themselves again. The stuff Trent played off, wow, it's absolutely insane. Praised by Klopp after the match, which sums it up. Joel Matip.
7.
Stoney?
8.5 as well.
Okay. And Tabrice?
8.5.
He got an 8. Matip was restored to the starting lineup for the first time since early April, and it proved to be a very positive night for him. He was solid overall, despite being fortunate not to receive a yellow card early on, and he powered home a header to earn Liverpool all 3 points. There were concerns he wouldn't be able to cope with Konate, as Prez said, in the youth system pretty much, but he survived the test. Virgil.
Now, I'm going to give him 6.5. Yeah, because one, everybody who watches football and their mum, their dad, their grandmother, everyone, right? They all know that Bowen is left-footed. Now I get it at that pace, and at the moment it's difficult for a defender, especially in the box. But he got moved quite easily for the guy to actually find the corner, the only place he can beat Ali right in the corner. And I don't know, I've got high standards for Virgil. This is why I'm saying it. I love the guy, but then he got moved a bit easy for that one. Second of all, got very lucky with this nonchalant, relaxed side foot pass straight to the opposition.
Yeah.
Like, did you see? Like, he didn't even look where he was passing. It was just nonchalant, and it was like, now we're back under pressure again. So 6.5, because I hold Virgil in high esteem, and his performance wasn't the best, and he's got to take that feedback on.
All right. So after that speech, Tony.
Yeah,
I only wanted to score, mate. Just to score. That's all I wanted. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm giving Virgil a 7. He got the lowest. He's going to get the lowest mark out of all my defenders. He gets a 7.
Okay. And Tabrice?
A 5.
Okay. See that, Preds? Just a 5. Yeah. Done. All right. Keep it moving. Van Dijk hasn't been himself for all this season, and while his form has improved of late, Matip was comfortably better than him and against the Hammers. Sloppy early mistake, which wasn't punished, summing up his lackadaisical nature this season, and he also allowed Jared Bowen to score too easily before it was disallowed. Somehow did enough to prevent Antonio from scoring at 1-1, though not all bad. Robertson.
What was his score?
He got 6.
I got 6.
Robertson.
7.5.
Okay. Stoney.
He's going to get the same rating for me as I gave to Trent and Matip, 8.5.
Okay. And Tabrice.
7.
Okay. He did get a 7, Tabrice. Robertson is to play a more disciplined role at left back now that Trent's job has been tweaked, and he was a reliable performer there. He wasn't a display that necessarily lived long in the memory in attacking sense, but he did his job well and was rarely tested. He still registered an assist for Matip's goal, going past Eric Cantona's Premier League tally in the process.
Yeah.
Fabinho, 6.
Okay.
Couldn't keep up with their goal, mate.
Stoney?
Fabinho is going to get 8 for me.
Okay.
Wow.
And Tabrice?
I'll give him a 7.
He got a 7. Fabinho's form has been promising in recent weeks, benefiting from having Trent more central alongside him, with signs that he's over his major slump. He helped Liverpool boss the midfield. One daft shot after a brilliant passage of possession was a frustrating moment, but he kept the ball ticking over and was good defensively. Not great for Paqueta's goal, though, allowing the Brazilian a little too much space. Avoided a yellow, therefore, would have been a 2-match ban. Hendo.
6.5.
Stoney.
7.5.
And Tabrice.
7.
You got a 6. Henderson continues to be a problematic presence in Liverpool's midfield, not providing intensity off the ball or any product on it.
I agree.
Hold on. Playing fairly right-sided in order to make up for Trent's roaming role. He worked hard, made some overlaps, but you were left wanting more. didn't do nearly enough for protect as opener, arguably proving to be most at fault. Curtis Jones.
I'll give him a 6 point. I'll give the kid a 7.
Okay, Stoney.
I'm going to give Curtis Jones a 7.5.
Okay, Tabrice.
7.
Okay, so Jones got a 7. Jones started his 5th match in a row, and while Moore was arguably required in possession, he was composed figure who fitted in nicely. There are times when he could have got rid of the ball quicker, but he was press resistant in general and can feel content with his efforts. Salah.
Salah, I'll give a 6.5.
Okay, Stoney.
7 for Salah.
Okay, and Tabrice.
If we're doing whole numbers, it's probably going to be a 6 or a 7. A 7. A 7.
He got a 6.
You got a 6. I was going to say 6.
He was yet again Liverpool's match winner at the weekend, but this court he was quite a showing from him, quite anonymous. That's not to say that his pace and movement weren't a threat, as he got into numerous positions, but the customary goal evaded him, lost the ball cheaply at times. Diego Jota.
Are we doing whole numbers, or can I give the 0.5?
Give what you feel to give, bro.
I'll give a 6.5.
Okay, Stoney.
I'm going to give Jota a 7 as well, same as Salah.
Okay, and Tabrice.
Okay, so if Salah got a 6, Jota will get a 6 as well.
Jota was given a 5.
Wow.
Jota has been on fire after much publicised goal drought, but he left his shooting boots back in Liverpool on Wednesday. There was plenty of endeavour, but he missed 2 wonderful chances, firing over and heading wide from inches out. Substituted on the hour, perhaps a game too many after playing so often after long injury. Gakpo.
8.
Okay. Stoney's top boy.
Yeah, he's my man of the match. I'm giving Gakpo a 9.
Ooh. Okay, Tabrice.
What did I give Matip? Was it an 8.5 or an 8?
You gave Matip.
You gave Matip at 8.5.
8.5.
I want to change my Matip one to 9 and give Gakpo an 8.
Okay, so Gakpo got a 7. After a tough start to life in a Liverpool shirt, Gakpo is now starting to look like an excellent signing. He glided across the pitch at times, showing off underrated pace and power, and he fired home from distance to equalise for the Reds. Looks like the first choice in central forward role now. Thiago got a 7 for coming on. Diaz got a 7. There was no marks for Darwin and Milner. Okay, so the man of the match that they gave was they gave it to Trent and gave him an 8. Trent was their man of the match. Now, gentlemen, what did we have? We had 20 shots to their 7. We had 4 on target to their 2. We had 73% possession. We made 850 passes. We had 87% accuracy of passing. Now, one of the things I wanted to bring up about the performance was, all right, so we won the game. Wasn't a devastating performance. But as we see here, like we said, and previous as well, we've had good possession, 73% possession. We don't look that threatening, even though we're having that much of the ball. We're not looking that threatening. Their goal is not really under siege. We're having loads of possession.
I think it's because of the adjusted way that we're currently playing as well. Yeah, I think it's only down to that at the moment. I think the players are still.
Don't you think saying that the adjusted way we're playing should be affording us to be more dangerous because Trent has got them balls. He's meant to be picking out them passes, which he is creating.
Yeah, definitely. But then it's the movement change from where Gakpo's playing and obviously where Jota was playing as well. So I think that's having a slight impact in terms of that. So you're right. With Trent coming into the midfield, we've got that extra midfielder in there. Sometimes he's slipping against playing alongside Fabinho, or sometimes even drifting above him. But the goal chances are there. I mean, honestly, I'm not heavily concerned about that. The fact that we've got Jota coming back to form, we've got Salah coming back to form, we've got Gakpo there. It was nice that Luis Diaz got some game time, and Darwin Núñez. I mean, we got 5 different offensive players to actually choose from. So whilst I understand we're probably not as clinical as it would have been if it was Bobby, Salah and Mane, I'm not heavily concerned with that. I think if we had adjusted to this new formation and we weren't getting the shots off, I think I'd probably be a little bit concerned about that. But I'm just looking at what have we got. Is it four wins in the last games that we've got?
I think it's three wins back to back. Yeah,
three wins back to back.
3 wins and a draw.
Leeds, Forest, West Ham,
and we drew Arsenal.
We drew against Arsenal.
Yeah, and in all of those games we've scored. So yeah, I'm not heavily concerned about that.
Okay, Tabrice, in one of my groups, the guys seem to think they berate Jota, especially when he wasn't scoring. And this game, for me, showed quite a lot of what they were actually saying. If he's not scoring, he was actually pants, and that's why he was given a 5. He was really bad.
But also, we have to remember that the injuries that is sustained as well, really serious injuries, you know. And I think someone said it to me before that Jota needs a run of games to literally get some sort of momentum, and like he got that against Leeds. I thought, you know, like he played well against Forest as well, and you know, we now have offensive cover. You know, I think, you know, our like front like 3 in terms of how like we can interchange next season could be very vital in terms of where like we will finish. And you don't expect Jota to be firing at all cylinders every single game, but it's a fact that he's getting game time. Klopp trusts him, the team trust him as well, and you know, honestly, I can only see a good run of games for like Jota for the remaining games that we have.
Okay, Preds, still staying with Jota. When even before the injury, when he's not scoring, what else does he bring to the team?
He brings a little bit of endeavour. He got that work rate. He never stops. It's kind of, he's almost like a Dirk Kuyt, like type of, you know, performance where he runs around, and he kind of in and around the attacking, but a lot of attacks break down through him in the last game or so. But again, it can't be too harsh on the kid when he's come back from a serious injury. He's had that period where he's now getting back to the pace of the Premiership. He scored these couple of goals, and he's only human. He might have just hit that brick wall, and it might have been like that rating said. It might have been just one game too much. He might have needed a rest, and plus he got a big whack in the first half from that defender. He got a big whack, and probably, I don't know whether it affected him, his performance going on. But I think with the quality that we've got with Núñez, Gakpo, Luis Diaz, Jota, Salah, it's just about finding the link between them. You know what I mean? Because at the moment, yeah, it's a bit bitty attacking, but we're still scoring goals. Like Sony said, we're still scoring goals. But we ain't got that fluidity at the moment, have we?
Okay. We're going to move on to Mr. Virgil van Dijk now. So that both bits of defending actually that he did for me is it's piss poor, man. Piss poor. But the Bowen one was just terrible. Like you said, like everybody knows that he's left-footed. It's not even that he's left-footed. You know, and we're taught that from school. You show them down the line, man. Don't let the player come inside. you have played for season after season with a guy like Salah, who likes to come inside and bend it, and you allowed him to. It's just like, and it's like you've got your arms put behind your back in case you can't even move properly. Like, come on, really?
You see with that move there, that was the first one where Bowen obviously had an advantage on Virgil and he scored, right? But afterwards Bowen kind of did a similar move when they broke down on the right hand side and it was flash. When it was, I think the goal was onside anyway, but they did the same thing. Do you think Bowen needs to have credit for his offensive positioning as opposed to being overcritical about Van Dijk? I kind of looked at it as as how good Bowen was to actually seize and take advantage offensively as opposed to the other side. I know I should have been looking at Virgil van Dijk's defending, but I just think that Bowen tactically in that position was very, very, very good because he actually got that shot off very good. He almost used Van Dijk as a screen so Alisson couldn't actually see the ball when he bent it in.
Yeah, but
so I don't know.
No, you're allowed to look at both sides, though. There's no problem with that. But for me, he did use Van Dijk as a screen because Van Dijk allowed him to use him as a screen. Van Dijk is supposed to position himself that you have one place to go and one place only, and that's down the line. You can't let them come inside, man. You come inside, you get to see this much of the goal. You go down the line, you can see that much. Simple.
Van Dijk has been up against, has had better players run at him, and you've seen it over the years. It's time and time again. He's a brick wall, and he shepherds them away.
Thank you.
He's done it consistently. Now, you sometimes you might have to put your hands up sometimes and say, you know what, Bowen, quick feet, very quick feet, right, on the move, and then able to then slot it in the one place that Ali can't get, which is the side of the thingy. Yeah, you got to say fair play to the kid, but on the other side of the things, we've seen Van Dijk do it over and over and over again. And like you said, he kind of knelt down and had his hands behind his back, and he's now just an object, not a moving defender.
Yeah.
And that there, when he's just there, he takes himself out of the game because now all of a sudden, any movement that Bowen makes,
he's stuck.
That's it.
Yeah, he can't move. He can't move.
Maybe it's an adjustment that he's going through as well. Who knows?
Do you see Van Dijk, gentlemen? Do you see Van Dijk getting back to anything like he was?
I think we all have to realize that time waits for no man, and we have all applauded Van Dijk's career at Liverpool, but of course, I think after the injury, who was it now? Pickford. After the ACL, was it the ACL?
Mm-hmm.
He did. He's not been the same. And yes, I think this season's probably been I'd say it's been his worst. But again, I think as a team, collectively, we've actually not done ourselves any favors. Do I think he's going to get back to his best? I
wouldn't say his best, obviously, because of the age, but yeah, he's going to get back to.
I think there's going to be an adjustment,
a consistent level of good form. I'm talking about.
I believe so. The moment we get our midfield trio, I believe, sorted out, then I would see a more confident Van Dijk.
Okay, Stoney.
I think the interesting thing on that is I think the fear factor has actually gone with Van Dijk from other players. So when we purchased him, he was a centre back that I think a lot of offensive players did not want to go against one on one against. He had that stat, I think, through all of that game. Remember the season when we won it, where nobody was able to, on the one-on-one duels, Van Dijk was winning all of those things. And then I think it was when we played against Watford, when Watford got the result against us. And everybody, all the other supporters and that were quite happy and elated and XYZ. But you're right. I think following that injury, I think the fear factor's gone. So I think offensive players are willing to actually go up against Van Dijk or try to get him, as you said, in positions where they can try and expose him. So, but look, I think for me, I'm probably going to judge him more next season when hopefully our squad's a little bit more settled and he can focus more on his game, and then we see where it takes us from there. Still an amazing player, still gonna be able to get value for money for him, but yeah, well, I'll judge him more next season.
Okay, so Billy said, yeah, Matip showed what he used to be. Preds don't know, he didn't watch it, so he can't get the scores. Very interesting how Trent is being used now, but he is excelling again because of it. Welcome on board, Adrian. How you doing, little bro? Nice to have you. Van Dijk's been playing like he's carrying an injury.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I think going back to Billy's comment regarding Trent, this is why there's no debate. Trent is a better footballer than Reece James. Trent has, as I said before, he's got a better footballing IQ than like Reece James. But I think what it is now for like Liverpool, and just to answer a question that you said, I believe Trent can play in this position against better teams. But it's going to be very interesting to see how this now transcends into the international stage, because at this present moment, you know, Trent is probably one of our better defenders. So on form, he should be picked. But will England, and I know we're not talking about England right now, but it's going to be very interesting to see the correlation on how he plays for Liverpool and how he potentially could play for England.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying there, Tabrice. I wasn't talking about can Trent play there against the better teams. I'm talking about will we get found out in that right back spot if he's playing in that position? That's what I meant. Yeah, will we get exposed there because of that?
Probably.
That's more what I meant. That's more what I went. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's more what I went. All right, gentlemen. Big talking point.
Yeah.
Go on, Stoney. Stoney, what are you going to say? Stoney, are you with us?
He's drinking that rum, isn't it?
No. Nothing's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you got a delay.
I'm here. You can hear me, right? I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah, hey, he's sipping a little rum on the side there somewhere.
No,
I think
not at all.
That 200 proof.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. The big question, gentlemen. Penalty or no penalty?
No penalty.
Reasoning being?
It was ball to hand, not hand to ball. As you're going down like that, and the distance between Thiago's hand and whoever kicked it, I mean, I don't know. You can't give that. You know, we are talking about science here. We like talking about gravity. Your hand will automatically go on the floor if you're falling, and it's ball to hand. You know, if Thiago's hand moved, you know how people put in the elbows or whatever, then okay, then you know there is a debate. But his hand was straight, and it was like a ricochet. It was like a ricochet off his hand, and it's not a penalty.
Okay, Stoney, pen or no pen?
Yeah, I agree with Tabrista as well. I think football has become so much about micromanaging as well, and trying to analyze every single moment that the players are actually on the field. Listen, if you're falling like that, I don't know what they expect Thiago to do, actually fall and land on his chin or on his shoulder or something like that. The momentum's there. There's absolutely nothing that he can actually do. And as he said, it definitely wasn't a penalty. As he said, I don't know what they expect players to actually do now. If their arms remain in a natural position, it's getting questioned. If their arms are behind their back, it's being questioned. It's that's just a natural thing. Doesn't matter how much training you have. If you're gonna fall, any of us were falling, even if we're not involved in football, you're gonna put your arm out to try and break that fall, and that's what he's done. So yeah, no penalty for me.
Preds?
To be fair, I just laughed at David Moyes' response when he said it'd be given at Enfield. And then
he said he feels West Ham were disrespected.
Yeah, and
basically saying it like they're a small club. They don't want the big clubs, so they were disrespected.
Yeah, and it's like they were disrespected, and the pressure was on the people in VAR. But like when you're saying, oh, it was being given at Anfield. Well, VAR's not at Anfield. VAR's at Stockley Park, so they're not going to be influenced. Listen, I think the way the thing's going, I think there was an explanation given in respect of why it wasn't given, why it wasn't handball, and if that's the rules of the game, then there's no penalty.
Okay. And before I do that, I've got an explanation here. What the referee, what VAR said. If the ball she was on the other foot, would you be calling for that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think you lot are something else. You lot are terrible, man.
I love that. Yeah, of course. I love that. Yeah. Okay. So Chris Kavanagh waved it away, the appeal, and the VAR, Neil Swarbuck, felt that Thiago's arm broke his fall and the ball bounced up to hit it from close range. And basically that's why he didn't give it.
Correct.
Then that's what's happened.
It's common sense.
Common sense. He says Moyes is a clown. Yeah. Moyes was trying to claim that VAR didn't even look at it. That's what he was trying to say as well. But they did.
Well, look, they lost the game. He's a bit sore. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and he's going to come out with a few comments or a few responses.
Yeah. I also found in that game at certain times as well that when we had the ball in midfield, like Jota and that, they were like almost playing alongside Trent and that rather than being out wide and stretching the game. So we had nothing to hit. Players are looking up and I find that they know what they're turning back and they're going back to Van Dijk and Matip and it's going backwards again. And another thing that I found, and after when I finish that, just let me know your thoughts, is that when the ball is played into certain players further up the pitch, say halfway into their half, with their back to goal, I find that they've got like 10 or so yards behind them and they don't turn. They play the ball off back and then they're off. We don't turn and go at people.
I think some of the players are like, we are in good form, but some of the players, West Ham again is a tough place to go, and some players don't want to make a mistake and they kind of hide in their shell, and that's the wonderful thing about Trent. Trent was out of his shell. He's playing his position. He's picking passes. So I think players should know when Trent's got the ball, right, make a run. Make a run, make an angle. Jota, him coming so deep to get the ball is just a kind of a testimony to how bad of a game he got, because he wanted to be he wanted to be up more in our half than in the opposing box. So I think some of it is just some of the players just had a little bit of probably fear of not making a mistake.
Name the players.
No shimming on the spot.
Well, to be fair, Salah, for some reason, just kept going backwards. I don't know why. And when he did go forward, it's either in between his feet or something like that. Jota, as well. Maybe, I don't know, it was because of his concentration and because of fitness levels that what he wanted to be safe. Gakpo showed great perseverance and great attitude, and I think I'm going to enjoy watching him more and more. So he is a credit.
But he turns.
But Fabinho. Yeah, Fabinho, Henderson.
This is a point that goes back to a point I said earlier about us being a bit more dynamic and being a bit more threatening when we have all that possession. If you're not turning and to go forwards, how are you going to be threatening?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And like I said, Trent sees pictures. When he's not only a great passer of the ball, as a player, he sees pictures. And that's why I agree with Tabrice when he says that he's a better player than Reece James. Yeah. Reece James has got delivery.
He sees the pass before he gets the ball.
Yeah, Trent's just on another.
He does something that one of my old coaches used to tell me: don't be screaming for the ball, and when you don't know what you want to do with it. Yeah. He knows already, and sometimes that's what you'll see. As the ball comes to him, he just plays that first time, bam.
Yeah,
because he's already looked at the picture and can see it.
Yeah,
I'll give him that. No, 100%. I'll give him that. Ah, boy, why didn't Salah continue running when he was put through in the second half?
He didn't have the legs.
Then he cut back. What? Like, no, but he was in front of him.
Yeah, but he wanted to. Yeah.
Chances are, if you knock that ball in front of him and go across him, he's got to foul you.
Maybe, I don't know. Like maybe he felt that the defender was going to catch him. So I don't know.
It could be a million and one things.
That made the hell out of me, man. Seriously, that I was like, you should have gone at him. And you know another thing as well, the way he was going on that side as well, frightened to use the right peg, man.
Yeah, but
if you wanted to, you could have. He remember the player's on his left hand side, so if you wanted to, take it over on your right side, man. You had a good amount of the goal to aim at.
Yeah, but Salah's right foot is standing foot.
Yeah, man, he scored some pengers with his right, bro. Don't try that.
But that's when balls are being delivered.
I'd rather he got the shot off and missed, or he saved it. I'd rather he got the shot off than you don't get the shot off. Nothing comes of it at all. Get the shot off, man, at least.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Look, I think it must be a decision he's made at the time. He's made that decision. Why he's not carried on, I don't know. It can't be because of confidence, because he scored in the last couple of games. Maybe it's energy levels. Maybe he just felt he didn't have that energy levels to that burst to actually get past his man and go across him. So you've got to take some things into consideration. We've played quite a few games in a short space of time.
I think, and Klopp has something to blame with that as well, because why is he staying on the bloody park?
I mean, Salah's a threat in it, regardless. Like, he might not be playing well in it, but Salah on the pitch gives the defender and gives the team another thing to think about.
Yeah, I don't think for me, he's not that kind of threat no more as before. He's still getting numbers. Don't get twisted. He's still getting numbers. He's not that kind of threat no more where I don't think they're all about Salah now. I think they're more worried, like you talk about players like Diaz who can cause problems and that now. And they're going to be looking at Gakpo. But for me as well, he wasn't having a good game. Take him off.
For who?
I'd give Carvalho a run. Give Carvalho a run.
I mean, well,
give the boy 15 minutes.
That's a difficult one. That
you had Elliot, you had Carvalho, Elliot on the bench as well.
Yeah, but I mean, in a tight game yesterday where we're 2-1 up, we're defending the lead. He's an experienced player. He's doing
nothing.
Yeah, but his nothing can turn into something pretty quickly.
And I mean,
what did it turn into yesterday?
But like we've all seen it. Like we've all seen.
Yeah,
you know,
it's more of a thing. But now it's very few now. Whereas it was regular before. Like you said, time waits for no man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not back. Like, I've been one of Salah's biggest critics this season. Even though he scored the amount of goals he has, I still believe, to be considered a great player, you know, it's like you have to do those little other elements and details, like bringing other players into play and bringing the team along with you, like the greats like Kenny Dalglish. And that's what I'm not going to lower my expectations. I'm not going to lower them because he brought me up there. He got me there. So I want to stay there. So Salah, like I said, needs to do better, but you got to remember the other side of it. He tracked back. He'd done the defensive work, you know. So going forward, he weren't great, but defensively, you know, he was there and he done the job for the team.
Okay, so Billy disagrees with me. He says if you give Carvalho 15 minutes in a tight game, you don't want to be bringing on some unexperienced player.
No.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's true.
Okay, so right then. So Elliot then. You can't tell me that Elliott's inexperienced.
But he's not been playing a lot in recent weeks. And again, exactly what we keep saying. Going to West Ham is a difficult game. It's it's going to be physical, going to be aggressive. Like the crowd will also get behind them as well. You win some and you lose some, and unfortunately, we won this one. But I mean, again, I think with Elliott, with Carvalho, they will get their time. But at this present moment in time, we are chasing down that 4th spot. Let's be real.
No, we're not.
We can't. No.
No, be honest. Be honest. Hand on heart. You think we can really get 4th spot?
Hand on heart, no. But mathematically, still possible. So
that's where I'm coming from. Until someone says mathematically it's impossible for us to get that 4th spot, I'm going to continue believing.
Well, you know what? It was a good result for us today in the end, then, because Man U and Spurs drew. So that was a good result at the end of the day.
And then Brighton lost as well.
Brighton lost, yeah. And we've got to play Villa.
That's going to be a tough game.
That is going to be a very tough game.
Very tough
game, I must say.
I
So
mean,
Billy is still agreeing with you lot and disagreeing with me. Salah, whether he's in form or not, is always a defender's worst nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes on to say, if you give Carvalho 15 minutes, you go and concede, would you then say subbing off Salah was a mistake? He agrees, saying, Elliott, I agree with. Salah clearly wasn't on it, but Elliott brings that dog in him that fans love. So I understand Elliott coming on for him. So, Stoney, sorry, what we was talking about was Salah's he had a poor game yesterday, basically. And they was even saying, President was saying maybe he was tired or whatever. And I thought so, maybe he might have been tired or whatever. But this is down to Klopp for me. Take him off, man. Why are you always leaving this guy on? Take him off. And then Reece said, well, take him off for who? And then this is how the debate started. And I just mentioned Carvalho out of it. Well, also there's Elliott. But then they said, he's inexperienced and whatever. It's a tight game. And Billy's agreeing with them two and disagreeing with me. But I still feel he should be taken off because he's not doing nothing for me. He's not having a great game. Take him off. Unless it's in his new 350 grand contract.
No, Klopp has taken him off this season.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but few and far between. Yeah, if there's a player coming off at the top, it's the wide guy. Normally, the other side on the left hand side.
Well, I mean, in terms of that, if we're talking about Salah probably not having the best of games, we've got the double game week coming soon as well, haven't we? So we've got Fulham midweek, and then we got the game over the weekend. So it'll be interesting to see whether Salah actually plays the 90 minutes for both games. I think that's going to be interesting.
Okay. So you're all right there, Stoney, yeah?
Yeah. There's mad gremlins with all of the technology today.
Okay. So someone mentioned and tweeted today about what's all of a sudden the upturn in form of us lot up front now scoring goals. And this is what they said. They said it's the Luis Diaz effect. Liverpool have changed since Luis Diaz has come back to play. Diego Jota, Nunes, Gakpo and Salah immediately changed their mediocre way of playing since the Colombian is available. Those who had to play better have started to do so, either because of feeling of competition or because of fear of being substitutes. Would you agree with that?
Well, I think it doesn't hurt to have so much quality and healthy competition. And if that's what Luis Diaz brings, then long may it continue. I've got to be honest, I can't wait for him to start. I can't wait. I'm not expecting miracles straight away, but the little glimpses, he's kind of flirting with me at the moment. And there's these little balls, these little 1-2s outside the corner of the box. Like I'm missing. I didn't realize I've missed that.
Yes, man. And someone who's going to run at people as well, put them on the back foot.
Yeah,
that's someone now who defenders don't want to be playing against.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of them, mate.
Yeah, I think Luis Diaz is a special player who I think we've got at the right time, and if we can nurture him correctly, I think he might. This is a big statement here. I think he could be better than Salah.
Who? Luis Diaz?
Ooh.
Yo, bro, yo.
Wow.
That's not a big statement. That's a massive statement, rude boy.
Wow.
That's a massive statement.
Let it be known.
I'll be honest with you. He's not going to get them Salah numbers, bro.
No.
He's not going to get them Salah numbers.
I think he can score goals and he creates goals. Yeah, he creates more. Yeah. I'll go with you.
He won't get them Salah numbers.
Yeah. And
you have to remember, Salah takes penalties as well. Diaz doesn't.
Yeah, true. How old is Diaz?
23?
23?
Yeah, it's about 23, yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, he's not the finished article.
No.
And let's kind of, I'm like I said, I put the comment out. I'm leaving it there.
Yeah. We remember this, yeah. Don't worry, we will remember this.
I mean, and you know what, Preds, it may well actually be interesting. We're speaking about our offensive line. Because we got so much players, we never know. Next season, it could actually end up being Darwin Núñez one side, Gakpo in the middle, and then Luis Diaz actually playing on the side where Salah plays. Both left-footed, we never ever know. It opens up so many opportunities for us.
And Gakpo, what I mean, I'll tell you what, I'm licking my lips when I talk about him because he's showing these glimpses of. I'm thinking, oh my god, and the goal. Like from
nice.
The goal that came from Trent, I don't know how he made that pass, and then the touch, the turn, and then the precise shot with a great weight of shot, which has gone in the one place that the West Ham keeper can't get, and he's done this from 25 yards.
Yeah.
Billy says that maybe the competition has made them urge on, but we have to give context. Núñez and Gakpo, very new to the Prem and need to find their feet. So he thinks it's a bit of both. He's a bit of nudging them on and also them finding their feet.
Yeah, healthy competition.
Before I move on, Preds, I need to ask you something. Oh, Billy says, Preds, that's nuts, that statement. Yeah, damn right. Damn right. I need to ask you something. Why is it when keepers concede a goal, they get beat? Why is it the first thing they do is go for the water bottle and take a drink?
It's because we have to take that kind of because it's not our fault.
You don't notice that though.
Yeah, but it's not
every time a keeper gets, you see them stand up there like squeezing the ball and taking the drink.
Listen, when the goal conceded, it's not the goalkeeper's fault. And what we got to be composed. We got to keep our composure and our concentration. So we have to take a glass of a mouthful of water, just to kind of woosah.
Okay.
And then go mad.
Billy says he doesn't have to get the same numbers to be better. Diaz, I remember at the start of the season against Fulham being the most important player for you.
No,
I remember rightly, Núñez was the one who came on and changed that game.
No,
if you remember rightly, Billy, yeah? Núñez was the one who came on and changed that game. Good evening, Mr. VW. Nice to have you on board, sir. Better late than never, as we say, mate. Just in time for the quiz, VW. Billy says that they're drinking the pain away. Allison needs what's in Tony's cup. No, he doesn't. No, he does. Our keeper as far away from that as possible, mate. Trust me. Allison does not see that. He'll be seeing triples.
Yeah, he can't. Them Brazilian man can't touch that.
He will be seeing triples, mate. I tell ya. Gentlemen. Okay, so we have got our next game is Spurs, who I'm not happy about now because you know what happens. They've got rid of Stellini. Ryan Mason's come in 2-0 down to Man United, and they brought it back and draw 2-2. Don't need that now. Just before we play them, got a little bit of resilience in them. How do we see that one going, gentlemen?
Liverpool win.
Okay. Fabrice?
Liverpool win.
Oh, Stoney.
Yep, Liverpool win as well.
And are you saying that because what? You're just confident, or are you saying that because you're a Liverpool fan, or
both?
Both.
I think it's gonna be interesting to see whether Tottenham are able to. That first half that Tottenham played against Man United, and that second half were like two completely different teams.
Definitely.
I don't believe Tottenham's going to be able to start with that intensity and finish the game with that intensity either. I don't envisage it. I can't see it. So yeah, for me, it's a win. Yeah, they've got players that are capable of scoring. We obviously saw how Son and Harry Kane is a goal scorer. You know, he does what he needs to do. But yeah, it's a result for us. Definite win.
Okay, yeah, I hope they start Richarlison though. That's one thing I do hope. Trust me, please start him again.
But Spurs are a bit slippery when they come to Anfield sometimes, though, aren't they? We've got a bit of a slippery record against them. Don't want to put the heat on it, I think, but we've got to consider both sides of the story. And
just a quick update: Ibra is not too badly injured. It's just a little niggle. It's nothing to worry about. They said so. They just thought they're giving him a rest, and this is why they brought in Matip. So we'll be back to like full strength, really and truly. So he's got a good one to think of. So Matip keeps his place, or Konate comes back into the team?
Ibrahima comes back in for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So, what? Even after Matip's performance and his big goal,
makes no difference.
Hold on. Did you just give Matip the man of the match?
No, I gave Gakpo.
No, not you.
Yeah.
Cabrice.
Yeah, true. But you know what? I think it's time for like Klopp to actually make a statement in terms of who he's starting back four or partnership is, and yeah, okay, he had a great game. Well, I thought like he had a good game against West Ham.
He did. Cool. I think he had a good game.
It'd be a great game. But you know what? The main man is back now, so let him take the driver's seat and let Matip, be in a back seat with the kids. So honestly,
I think Matip's got to kind of accept his role at the moment, which is a squad player. He's a squad player, and he's great. He's done wonderful for us, and I really like Matip because he's one of those unassuming defenders. And you see a tall, lanky, player like that, and you're thinking, oh, but he's proved me wrong, proved a lot more people wrong. But his performances haven't been brilliant this season, as has other players. But I think, like we've already said about time's probably caught up with him, and he is a squad player. And like Tabri said, it's a statement now. Ibrahim is the number one choice, so go and play the boy.
Billy imagine 4-0. Kane hits the woodwork and Robertson scores a goal. Let me just grab my pen, gentlemen. You can talk about that. What Billy just said there.
Well, I mean, Billy should. Okay, I reckon. Okay, 4-0 Liverpool. Well, I mean, you're lucky you're not on Billy because Chelsea are having an absolute dog's dinner.
Why don't we spend this moment in time just battering Chelsea?
Yeah, I mean, they like brought Aubameyang in and like he looked off the pace. I mean, Chelsea actually could get relegated. Honestly,
can they get relegated?
Yeah,
mathematically
they can.
Wow.
Yeah, 100%. Shocking.
Chelsea can definitely get relegated.
Yeah,
they got 100%. Some big games. They got some big games coming. They got Arsenal. They got City. They got United.
Yeah,
they got some big games coming up.
Yeah,
wow, that'd be amazing. Frank Lampard gets Chelsea relegated.
Listen, can you imagine Chelsea and Everton go down together? Listen, the two blue shirts gone one time. Oh my!
In Lampard, we trust.
Oh please. Billy says Konate's worst performance is better than Matip's best. That's a bit much. That is a bit much. Focus on your own team. You need to focus on yours.
Okay, boys, we got one. We've bitten.
Yeah.
We are closer to getting relegated than we are to getting top 6. Yeah, now they're in serious trouble, man. They are in serious trouble, and especially with decisions like playing. What's his name again? Oh my days! His name's just gone from my head. One of the best holding midfielders in the world that they got.
Hernandez.
No. The French guy, man. The little short French guy. Kante. Playing him wide right up front. And this is the guy that you gave the job to kind of galvanize things. Listen.
Sorry. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Let me just get clarity on this.
Yes, you heard right.
They played Kante.
Yes.
Wide
as
right.
Part of him, Sterling, him and somebody else was the front three.
Okay. Wow.
Tremendous, mate. Tremendous.
I haven't frozen. This is just a stare of amazement.
Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous decision, I tell you. Only Frank Lampard, mate. But the thing is, he will still get another decent job.
No. That's what's so disheartening about it as well.
I'm telling you. They were talking about on TalkSport, Darren Benton that was saying they actually think he should actually leave. Because he's doing his CV a lot of damage right now.
Yeah, he's doing the Fellini, mate.
He actually walk. I'm telling you, listen, I couldn't believe. Listen, two of my friends who were Chelsea fans said they looked and saw the lineup and switched everything off. They switched off TV, they switched off phone. They weren't interested.
Oh wow.
You know what? If I was Brentford, I'd be like, "That's our disrespect. What are you doing? That's a disrespect."
That's true.
That's a disrespect.
Okay, gentlemen. All right, you got your thinking caps on now, gentlemen. Yeah.
No.
What we're gonna do just before we start the quiz, RT. I'm just gonna have to come off the feed, so I just wanted to say thanks for inviting me on today. A lot of technical issues from my end, but I'll catch up with you guys behind the scenes. Ooh. And I look forward to coming back on the show next week, Thursday.
Are you running scared that Tabrizi's back?
You know what? For 1 week, I'm definitely not going to be able to participate in the quiz. If it's due to fear or technical issues, you guys can take it anywhere you want to.
I mean, it's Stoney. Like
we will.
You know, Stoney. Like we can't see your hands. Like we don't know what your hands are doing. Like you know what I'm saying? No, the other one. The other one.
I'm holding my phone. I'm having to hold my phone this week, man. Okay. But listen, you guys have a good one. Thanks for inviting me on, and I'm going to see you guys next week. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Take it easy.
See you guys later.
Walk safe. Walk safe.
Right. Gentlemen, this quiz is going to be strictly about Liverpool, West Ham players, and so forth. All right.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's what's going to be about. Simple.
I'm doing Stoney, mate.
Really says the Mighty Blues are a joke, and I'll take it on the chin. You ain't got much choice, really, mate, have you?
The Mighty Blues.
Ain't got much choice. Adrian, I hope you're out there. I hope you're going to join in the quiz as well, mate. Vinny, I know VW always joins in the quiz. Billy, you can take part in the quiz as well. So I know some of the questions might be before you were born.
Well, he's got Google, hasn't he?
No, we won't be getting that far back. To be honest, we won't be. It's not that deep this week. I'm expecting some high scores here. I am expecting some high scores.
I'm trying to find
serious. It's not that deep. It's not that deep, gentlemen.
I love the pep talk, mate. I love the pep talk.
And you know what it is? No, you know what it is. You got multiple choice as well. So it's giving you the answers. So you can't really go wrong.
Ah, brilliant. I love multiple choice.
Right, there you go. All right, let's write Preds versus Tabriz.
Come on.
It's on, gentlemen. It's on. What did he say? Nah, he says he promised he won't know Google tonight. All right.
Oh, so the previous shows he has done.
Blatantly.
Grass himself.
Okay. All right. So, gentlemen, question number one. And this is I shouldn't even have to give you the multiple choice ones for this one. All right. Give the current club of Andy Carroll. Oh my days. West Brom, Reading, QPR.
What's that in the background?
Oh, that's my alarm. Sorry.
Oh, I thought Lee brought in a timer in the. Sorry, what was the options?
West Brom, Reading, QPR. Okay. All right. Preds, what are you giving us?
Reading.
Okay. And Tabriz?
Reading.
Okay. Yep. Big shouts goes out to little bro. He's got that one. Reading. Lovely. Billy. QPR. It is Reading. Last time I heard his name, the phone was still playing. Okay. Question number 2. It's only 10 questions, gents, right? Only 10 questions. Who scored the first goal for West Ham in their 3-2 defeat at Liverpool in February 2020? Issa Diop, Pablo Fornells, or Robert Snodgrass? Preds?
Because his name annoys me every time I hear it. Snodgrass.
It is a great name, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Tabriz?
However, the reason why I've put this person's name down, because I've met him in real life and he's a true gentleman. And his name is Snodgrass.
And I'll tell you, as much as he is a true gentleman, what does Adrian says Fornells? Billy says Diop. And Billy has got it right. It is Diop. Okay. Oh, yeah, Billy's got a good point there. He says, "Do you make sure these lot have changed their chat to private?"
Yeah, I mean, mine's on private.
Okay.
Mine's on private.
Question 3. Luis Diaz scored his first Premier League goal for Liverpool against Norwich last month after how many uninterrupted passes? 34, 44, 54. Preds?
I got a green pen. I don't know if you can see it. 44.
I've put
Tabriz?
34.
2-1 to Tabriz. 34 passes. Give the last club of Glenn Johnson. Derby, Nottingham Forest, Stoke. Billy said 54. Yeah, so give the last club of Glenn Johnson. Derby, Nottingham Forest, Stoke. Preds.
Stoke.
And Tabriz?
I put Derby.
It's 2-2. Preds has scored a leveler. Oh, it's getting tight, gentlemen. It's getting tight.
Get in there.
Question number 5. How many England appearances did Stuart Downing make? 15, 25, 35. Billy Smith said Stoke. Little bro said Stoke. Preds?
15.
Okay. And Tabriz?
15.
It was actually 35. Billy said 25. It was actually 35.
35 caps?
Yeah, he got 35 caps.
I gotta be honest, I wonder how many of those are sub appearances.
Yeah. Very true. Who scored twice for Liverpool in their 4-0 home win over West Ham in August 2018? Daniel Sturridge, Sadio Mane, Mo Salah.
2018.
Yeah, 2018. Who scored twice for Liverpool in their 4-0 home win? Preds?
Mane.
Okay, Preds says Mane.
Sturridge?
Preds has got into the lead 3-2. He scored a cracker. Hold on a minute. Billy said Salah. And Adrian says Mane. Well done, Adrian. You're not doing too bad, mate. Not doing too bad. Preds is in front 3-2 with 3 questions to go. How many different English clubs did Yossi Benayoun play for? 3, 4, or 5?
Oh my gosh. Oh, crap.
All right. So, Preds.
What was your options? Sorry.
Again. How many different English clubs did Yossi Benayoun play for? 3, 4, or 5?
I'm going to change my mind. Lastminute.com and go.
Oh, they say don't change your mind, you know. Preds. Is there going to be an equaliser, or is Preds going to step it out further? Come on, Sam.
Hold on. Oh, wait, Prez. Before you say yours, I want to change mine as well. Hold on. All right. Okay, I've changed it.
Oh, he's changed as well. Ooh.
Yeah.
Right,
because he's changed it, I'm going to go back to my original answer. And I'm going to go for 5.
Okay, Preds says 5. And Tabrice?
So my original answer was 5, but I've changed it to 4.
Preds stretches the lead to 4-2.
Now I know how they felt in the question of sport. Get in there.
Billy, hey, Tabrice is gone. He's got a stony. Billy said 4. Adrian says 3. Ooh. What's that, Billy? Here's a good question. Has Glenn Johnson ever played for a club that hasn't wore red? Yeah, West Ham. Cheers, mate.
Just like that, we move on.
Oh, Adrian's saying, who are the teams? I haven't got all that, mate. All I can remember is he played for Liverpool, Chelsea, West Ham.
Portsmouth.
That's 4.
Is it QPR? No, it wasn't QPR.
No,
was it?
not QPR. And there's one more. I can't remember who the other team is. I know them 4. We'll find out. Don't worry.
He didn't play for Spurs, did he?
Was it Spurs?
Huh?
He didn't play for Spurs, did he?
I'll tell you. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was Spurs, you know.
Spurs.
That's right, Billy, mate. Don't try to test me, Billy Sam. Don't do it.
Yeah, I want to find who this 5th team is.
We'll find it. All right, question number 8, and it's 4-2. Fabrice, no pressure, but you need these 2, yeah? You need to stand any chance.
Yeah, I know, thanks.
It's light work. Which landmark or of senior appearances did James Milner reach last month? 600, 700, or 800? Fabrice is not looking confident. 600, 700, or 800?
Is this league appearances? What's this?
Senior appearances. It says senior appearances.
Senior appearances. So that's in any competition.
It just says senior appearances. So it could be any competition.
For any club.
So it's 600, 700, or 800. All right. Preds. Could this be the defining one? Could this be the match winner?
He can't be that. He can't be like. Who's the thing? I can go 600.
That's a good shout, Adrian, as well. Yep, you're right. He played for Chelsea as well.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Glenn Johnson. See, no, Billy forgot about that. Billy. Right, Preds.
600.
Right, Preds says 600. To Brees, this is your chance to pull one back.
7.
Wow. Adrian says 600. Billy says 600. I can't believe that. Well, you may have missed it because you didn't watch the whole game. But they even said it in the game to Brees. They said it's his 840 something appearance.
Wow.
That he was making on that night when he came on.
Yeah, I see. I
must have missed that. Yeah,
obviously. Question number 9. What was the nickname of Julian Dix? Psycho, Terminator, Butcher. Preds.
I spell it, but it looks like it's got too many words in there. So Terminator.
Yeah, I spell it. Psycho.
Terminator.
I put Psycho.
You did not put Psycho.
Psycho, but like I spell it all wrong. Hold on.
No, hold on. Did you really put Psycho, bro?
Yeah, Psycho.
Psycho was Stuart Pearce.
Yeah, but someone else could be called Psycho.
No.
It was actually Terminator.
Oh, was it? I didn't know
Terminator.
that.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's one of those shots where it hits the post and goes in.
I didn't know.
Hit the post and went wide.
I didn't know.
Last and final question. Who scored the first goal for Liverpool in their 4-1 home win over West Ham in February 2018? Sadio Mane, Firmino, or Emre Can? Billy said Butcher. Adrian said Terminator. Adrian's done pretty well, mate. I'm impressed.
Yeah, well done, Adrian.
He would do. He's my little bro, so, you know, he had good schooling. You know what I mean? He got schooled well. All right, Preds.
Emre Can.
Preds is going to say Emre Can.
I'll put Emre Can.
Okay. And it was Emre Can. It is a great mauling.
Oh. That's really going to annoy me.
Billy says Emre Can.
Oh, that's really going to annoy me.
Oh, Billy says that Psycho was also Pat Van Den Houw as well.
Thank you.
6-3. It was 6-3, mate. Yeah. Great morning there. Well done, son. Well done, son. Well done. Thank you, everybody, for taking part, joining in. It's all about next week. So we roll on to Liverpool Spurs, and the team are confident that we're going to get a victory, 3 points over Spurs. I think it's going to be a very tough one. The team reckon that we're still in with a shout, and we're playing because it's mathematically still possible for top 4. I believe we got too much work to do, but I'm saying that we can get that 5th spot. Europa League next season, Thursday night football. I reckon we might be doing this show after we finish playing, lads, on a Thursday night.
That's not even funny, but I'm laughing.
I know, it's not even funny.
I sent some memes to my colleague yesterday, my work colleague, sending him some Arsenal banter as he's an Arsenal fan. And he responded by saying to me, do I want to change my shifts next week so I can be home in time on a Thursday to watch Liverpool play?
Ooh.
Yeah. That one kind of shut me up a bit, but it's all right. It's all good. Once again, thanks everybody for joining in Cop Talk. Remember, like, share, and subscribe so you don't have to miss out next time. And we will be back next week, Thursday, as usual. We are always here on a Thursday night at 10 o'clock. Yeah, well, I'm always here. I don't know about these two, but I'm always here anyway. You know what I mean? These part-timers, I tell you, can't get the staff these days. I tell you, bloody hell. But gentlemen, now on a serious note, to Breeze, thank you very much for joining me, my brother. It's always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
And Preds, always a pleasure, my brother.
Always a pleasure, guys.
I was going to talk about a few signings that we're looking at, but we'll leave that for next week.
Oh, one thing I want to say. I don't know if you guys heard, but Trent has, or I don't know if he's set up or he's looking to set up an academy for players who have been released at academy stage. So you know what? Fair play to him, because again, again,
that's brilliant news. Oh, yeah. And another thing, don't forget, it's all about next weekend, Sunday.
Oh yeah.
The big one, Cop Talk versus the Man United agenda. The game is on, gentlemen. It is on, and I'm telling you, it's getting serious out here. I'm telling you, that will be at 3:00 down at Thai Farm Rainers Lane. 3:00 kickoff. So if you're not doing nothing, peoples, pop down, come and support a good cause. It will be, I'm telling you, it will. Oh, it's going to be a bit tasty out there, I tell you. It will be.
Honestly, it's going to be light work. It's going to be light work. Absolute light work.
Absolutely.
Seriously, honestly, they really don't know what they've kind of really going to put their bodies through. Literally, I'm just going to go through. I'm literally going to go through people. Literally.
I love it. When you hear a centre half talk like that, it just gets my blood pumping.
I love it. Don't worry, Billy. Don't worry, man. If you're working, don't worry, man. Just it's on BT Sport, so don't worry. Catch it later on. You know what I mean? Don't worry, man. You got that, yeah? Set it to record. Don't worry. Thank you very much, peoples, and we will see you next week. Peace.